Hello, hello. I hope all of you are doing well. Let me see if this thing is working. I'm guessing it is. I have muted YouTube on my computer, so I can't hear if it's working. So I'm going to have to guess that it's working. Because if I turn the sound on the computer, then I will get the echo because the computer will feed into the microphone, which will feed into the computer back and forth, and it'll go stupid. So I am hoping I will be heard. I have a box here of goodies. I have one bag that is from Flutter that I got in last week, but I've broken the tape, but I haven't done anything else with it. And then I have this box of stuff that came from Robbie. He needed to send me a couple of things for the grandkids, which I took out of the box, which was some ear pods. I went ahead and untaped everything because otherwise we would be here forever with me untaping. And so I have this box of stuff from Robbie. He just didn't send me all of my things. He just sent enough to fill the box up so it was tight and secure. So I'm going to open the package from Flutter first. These are some things I bought from her on Stacy's Live. I know what they are because I bought them, so I know exactly what they are. Let me answer my grandchild who just said, "Hey, Mimi, are you live?" Because my grandmothers do call me Mimi. My grandson sometimes calls me Babushka. I think that's Russian for grandmother. It goes back to him gaming with someone, and he said Mimi, and they asked who that was, and he goes, "My grandmother." They go, "Oh, you're Babushka." And then he started calling me Babushka. So I'm going to do a little bit of possibly do a little bit of a cheat here because I know what these are. They're daylights I got from Flutter. Look how pretty. Now, I did get my gem light from Robbie. I didn't have to unwrap this. It was kind of just out there. My grandchild keeps texting me. Let me answer him really quick. Checking the top of my boot black kit. On the right side, there should be a headlight that is attached to a strap that you put around your head. He's trying to find a light that he can strap on his head and keep it on. Now, I don't know. Let me see. This one is blue. And these do not black light. Oh, there is a speck in there that's, let me get to the camera. There's a speck in there that's turning orange. Oh, that's weird that light in the camera. But there's this speck right over here. Oh, the blue light doesn't do it. But this light, let me see if I can put it in my hand, create a little bit of darkness in there. There's one spot up here at the top that keeps turning orange on me. And you can't see it. It is weird. It is right here. Try this again. There, you can see it. Hi, Angelo. I am unpacking the stuff I got from Flutter. The daylights, I got them last week, but I was packing up everything to go do some teaching. So I wasn't going to have the opportunity to open these and do a live. So I set them aside. I just popped all the tape off of them and been dragging them around. Actually, I put them back in the bag. And that's one of them. There's another one. And I'm going to test that black light on there again. This one is not, it's really weird the cycling that the black light is doing in that camera. The blue light makes it, you can't, oh wait, oh no, I can't do that. Let me see if the red light does anything. No, it does not, other than it looks cool. I'm not sure about different things on those lights yet, but it's pretty. Pretty things. That one almost looks like an elephant to me, where that's the elephant trunk. And my camera just went, oh, there it is. This is the elephant trunk. Come up here, there's an ear up here and a body. Front legs, back leg. And there's a possibility, yeah, there's a possibility on some of these that they would fit together. There would be a little piece missing where the saw blade went through it, but these go together. But yeah. From bringing stuff in yesterday, now we have little gnats and stuff that got in the house last night. So now we go through the process of killing all the critters. Oh, that one's pretty. That one has the cracking. Let me see this one with the... Nope, it's not doing anything. Let me see if I can... I can't get that to dim. Oh, well. It's pretty all the same. I think this might be another one of two. I'm not sure. No, this is not. These do not fit together in any way, shape, or form. They're just very pretty. They're not really fitting together like a pair. And none of these other ones do so. But that's my 5 little daylights I got from Flutter. I like them. I needed them for my collection so that I had reasonable stuff in my collection, a variety. And what I'm going to do, just so that they don't get all scratched up because Flutter took the time to polish them, is I'm going to do this little protection of the different rocks pieces. So when I'll put them back in here just to keep them safe until I catalog them, because these will all get cataloged and get a number attached to them for my collection. And now this is the gem light I got from Robbie. It came in the box. So when you get one of these, this is what you're getting. You get it and it shows you the different kinds of lights that come with it, or that it is capable of showing you. You get your little instruction sheet. Hi, Miss D. You get the cable. That's a charging cable. It is a USB-C. And I actually checked this with one of my phone cables, and my phone cable does charge it as well. So I think it's a standard USB-C. That was in here. But they also give you these 2 cones. And thank you, Miss D. they give you these two different kinds of cones, and one of the things they do is, like for the, that's the wrong one, I didn't want that one. For this one, you've got this light like this, but you can also put this on to concentrate the light to a smaller place. So instead of having that, you can have it coned down to that, or even have it more like this. And this is what Robbie was doing when he was doing he does the light, the eggs. He will use one of these to make the light more concentrated when he's looking at the eggs, so that he can focus it. And these just push on and pull off, but they fit really nice right here in this box. This comes in the box like this. It was not fully charged when I got it, so I did charge it. On the side of it is a little measurer. I did not check it for accuracy, but I will gladly do so. It is not in inches. And that is my inches, so that won't work. Let me see. I have a millimeter ruler. So that's centimeters. So there are accurate measurements on the side of this. Let's see if I can line this up and you can see it. So it is pretty accurate for your centimeters. And it comes in the box like this. I'm going to keep this out because we're going to be looking at things that were sent to me. And I'm not sure what he sent me, other than I got a call from Robbie that says, I'm sending you the ear pods for the kids that you got from me, because I got 4 boxes of these ear pods. They were relatively inexpensive, and my grandkids are really hard on such things. So we'd gotten 2 pair. That each one of them had already damaged one of their ear pods. So I got 4 more boxes, and maybe between 6 boxes, the kids will get a pair that they can keep for longer. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I did get my light. Happy with my light. Not disappointed at all. I'm just going to set this box here. And like I said, I did pull the tape off because these, you can see where I ripped the paper. No lie, I don't know who wrapped it, but this was like this. There was a layer of tape this way. There was a layer of tape this way. It was completely encased in tape. Hi, Terry. Most of my stuff Robbie does not send me, especially the bigger pieces. He makes me come and get them because he knows I come down at least once or twice a year. This year I'll be down there twice. I was just down there recently, and I'm going back. This is one of the rocks from Mimi's mom that she painted for Get Swamp this year. And it is a beautiful rainbow butterfly. And I will not throw away these paper towels because I do leather crafting, and I can always use this one to put under something when I'm conditioning or I'm dyeing or marking stuff. So I save stuff like this. I'm thrifty. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm not getting any feedback when I'm talking. Okay. Because I'm using my phone, a phone that has no service on it. So it's basically a camera. I've got that up here. And I turned everything off on my computer as far as the camera or sound and microphone, speakers and microphone. I have not had enough caffeine after this weekend. So I'm my brain kind of is hiccuping. My ADHD brain is hiccuping a lot. I love the way they wrap these so that they didn't get chipped. This was another one that was painted for this year from Mimi's mom, Kim. It's a pair of snakes in love. I get to see how many of these I keep and how many the kids steal. I know there's 2 of them in here that I am keeping. I'm going to hide them. The kids are not stealing them. This happens to be one of them in my hand. Let me pull some of these out. Pretty sure this is a rock based on the size and shape. Yes. This one's too light. That's not a rock. Not a rock, not a rock. I think he sent me one of my rocks that I wanted, but he didn't send me the other one. Naughty Robbie. I like the way she puts it when it was. Frog on bamboo. And these were requested. This is one of the 2 unicorns she did for me. There's another one where this part is black and the unicorn is white. So just the opposite of that. I had requested unicorns and black and white unicorns. I wasn't real specific. And she did it exactly the way I love it. One black and one white. Put this over here with my other paper towels. So now I have other stuff. There may be other rocks in here. I don't know. I don't know. I do need to pull up my list of things from Robbie. Let me pull this because I mark when I actually physically receive something from Robbie, I mark it off my list so that I don't look for it later. I mark it on my list as received. So let me go down here. Okay, Mimi's mom rocks. I know they're supposed to, I think I put the ones that were unicorns on here. We got a lot of cabochons from him. And all I know is Robbie says, I am so lucky that I was not physically online Friday night. That's all he told me. I don't know why he said that, but he did. So I will mark 4 of the rocks off. Let me see. R-O-C-K. Go up. There's one of them. So those are on there. I'm just really tickled about getting this pair. And then, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is a Mexican agate. And it is so purple. Agate. Go up from here. It's not green moss. Okay, this must be when I didn't type it in or something, because those are dyed agate chunks. That's not it. Because this is a Mexican agate. I know what it is. And there was one week I forgot to type all my stuff in. So I will type this in here. I will mark it as getting received. And that is actually beautiful. I love it. Don't think it's going to be any kind of UV light react. Ooh, that's not UV light. It's really weird. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like the UV light flickers. I don't see it flickering in real time, but when on the camera, I do. There. I like that. And then this is that cage piece that this pulls up, this comes out. And you can see how clear this is, that it's absolutely beautiful. Let me look at my list. Not a cab. Not a cab. And this one is not written down either. And it's falling out of my head what that is. Garden. Amethyst garden, that's what it is. Which is, it's unusual to get a purple garden. But that one is beautiful. And it came in one of the bags, and I'm going to see if there's a simple way to copy this, because if we find a cheap, easy way to mimic these, cheaper than buying them, it'd be better to make them and just give them to Robbie. I don't think this stone's going to stay in here because I think this hides it too much. When it's in here, I feel that it's too hidden. You can't see the beauty of this stone as much as if I put it on display. So it will probably get put on display in one of my, on a stand or something, so it can really be seen. You can still see the tape on this, that this whole thing was covered in tape. Like this whole piece here is covered in tape, 100% encased. And this is cabochons. Beautiful. Look at that. That is unusual. This side over here, to my naked eye, almost looks like an opalite. It's that kind of milky, clear, see-through, but clearish look to it. That's really cool. And then it goes into this white, and it does have the striations in it. And then it goes into this brown, brownish, reddish brown. But that is beautiful. I am going to be looking at putting these on things, potentially making necklaces with where it's going to be encased in leather. And oh my gosh, how clear it is up here. I think if I put this light under it, you can see you can see the light through it, of how clear that is. Let's see if the other light is, oh, there's only 3 lights there. But that shows off how clear that is underneath. And this one is the same way. It's just really clear underneath and just very layered. This is what most people call the blue tiger's eye. And blue tiger's eye is falcon's eye, if I'm not mistaken. I have a fascination for the blue. I don't know why. I think this one is going to have that see-through appearance as well. Yeah. Yeah, you can really see through it. I don't want to use a white light because it'll be blinding. And I know that, and this is one of the ones that's a shell. It's a piece of dyed shell. Abalone, I think. I'm surprised I still have a voice after this weekend. I was teaching a class of 23 people, stuff dealing with leather care. Oh, there's another shell. That one is beautiful. I have a few other ones of this color. I love them. These are the bigger ones. Oh, that one is cool. Look at that. It's interesting because, you know, it's like you pick them out when you're looking at them online, but when you get them in your hands, it's different. Now, what would be cool is if I had another small one, or even with that, I could make a necklace and a bracelet pair. Because that, well, even with that, I could set that into a nice thick bracelet. Like a cuff-like bracelet. These are absolutely gorgeous. I think this one was sunstone. I could take a picture of it and find out. I do use the app. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't know everything. So I do use this app to take pictures of things. I pull it up and I pull the camera out and I go boom. And it pulls it up. And it says that one's goldstone. See, I think sunstone might be blue. So this one is goldstone. I have hair up here. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, these are rhyolite. This is one of the ways I also test my knowledge of the rocks as I'm learning them. Yes, rhodonite. These two are rhodonite. And things this size, I can put them on the front of a bag, or turn them into a pendant using leather. I don't do wire wrapping myself, at least not yet. I have not done it before. Move these rocks back a little bit so I can make some space. Because I don't know what, I know I got multiple sizes. Oh, and these are some that I got that were already wrapped. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? That is gorgeous. That one has a little bit of reaction in the colored light. You can actually see through it. That goes into just a blue inspection light. But I just find it interesting the way the light works. But yeah, that is beautiful. And one of my favorite stones is a labradorite. One of. I think I'm getting like Robbie now where I have a lot of favorites. I like this one. It has a dark streak through it here. And that's one of the things I liked about it. And it has that teal blue and that dark blue and almost black. And the teal blue usually has that golden also with it. And even the back of this one has beautiful color to it. Although it is not polished back here, it is still equally beautiful. So yeah, I like that as well. And there is another piece of beauty. My grandson is down here. Yes, grandson.
Off of the other stand, the pieces like this.
Got cut.
Do you need them?
I will.
Fuck.
Potentially. I'm live.
Sorry. So unfortunately, one screw, it's in there and it's just spinning, so I can't get it out. And another screw kind of snapped off.
Okay, then we'll wait for those for Mr. Jeff.
Alright.
Alright.
Because they're kind of interfering for what I need to get done.
Okay. Tell Jeff.
Alright.
Over here. Lights over here. And I have to mark these things off my list as I'm sitting here pulling things off. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That is pretty. Oh. That is beautiful. And this is one that you can actually see through a little bit. It's not transparent, but you can see through it. And I know if you go to Robbie's channel, you saw these when they were on there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Is this the one with the... Okay, let me see. Yes, this is the blue tiger's eye that has the gold streak through it. I'm going to have to catalog these later, I guess. Or go through my list with Robbie's stuff because it's going to be scattered all over the place because he did not send me everything. So he randomly sent me whatever would fit in the box he was sending me. So all the rest of my stuff is still there. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, sorry. Because some of these I did not purchase. These were gifts. Oh my goodness. These are gorgeous. turn these so they can be seen. And look at that. These are absolutely gorgeous. Deep, deep blue-green aqua colors. Just absolutely gorgeous. So there's 6 of these. I need to go up and see what are these. And these are not the beads, because these have no holes in them. So these are just little, oh, these are beautiful. Sorry. I get excited. And this is another 4. These are the same thing, but a little bit bigger. Aren't they beautiful? And yeah, they're the same thing, just different sizes. And I don't know how long I'm going to get to stream tonight. It's going to be dependent on partly on my voice, because I am struggling with my voice. Hi, Marcia. I'll pick up and show you all the lovelies that I got from Robbie. These are beads. These are black beads. So I got part of my stuff from Robbie. Because, you know, Robbie doesn't send me all my stuff. He usually doesn't send me stuff. And the only reason why he did is because I bought something for my grandchildren. And so he was sending me that and needed to fill in the box. This is 8, 9 beads. But Marcia, Deb CT, Sandfire, and MZ Crimson Lizard bought me bags of beads. Marcia bought me 6 bags. Each of the others bought me 1. And I had bought an additional 4 bags. So some of them are here, but not all of them. But this is cool. I got that bag of beads. I got a bag of beads here. I don't know what else I have. I'll put these things back in bags when I get finished with them. Hi, Stacy. And here is another pair of cabs that are, oh, no, triplets. This must be the ones where I told him I wanted triplets. I don't know. Let me throw some light on this. These are gorgeous. I'm going to tell you, these cabochons that he has, they are more beautiful in real life. So if you think what he has is pretty, when you get it, it's going to be gorgeous. Because that's where I am. It's like, I knew it was pretty, but oh my gosh, it is more beautiful in your hand than what it was. Yeah. Buy more little things for the kids and tell him he needs to send them to me so he'll send me other things. Yeah. There are things he has sold me that he would not. He said, I was got this to sell, but I cannot sell it online because I cannot ship it. And then it's like, well, cool. I come down. You don't have to ship it. look at these. Let me dim this a little bit. So these are your traditional yellow tiger's eye. These look like tiger iron. Oh shoot, I just dropped one and it's by my foot. I'll have to pick it up. I think these might be tiger iron. Let me find the other. Yep, there it is. Try to do this without sticking my face under the camera, because no one wants to see the side of my head. You know, you'd see his purple hair, but yeah. But these, I think, are tiger iron, if I'm not mistaken. They look like a mix between the blue, which is the falcon's eye, and the gold, which is your normal tiger's eye. A little bit different, but I think that's tiger iron. Stick on my little bags over here. And when I catalog them and put them where I'm going to put them, I'll send these little bags, all these little bags, I'll send them back to Robbie. Oh, these are beautiful rocks. Are these are beads. They have holes in the end. Those holes will go straight through. So I can actually string these to use them in leather crafting, or I can string them and put them on display because they all have that hole in them. So I have 5 of these. Let me pull them up a little bit. I have these 5. That one's kind of cool. It has the yellows in it too. And when I make leather items out of them, I will be selling the leather items. Except for what I make for myself. Yeah, you used to go to Robbie's a lot, but right now you cannot. And so he takes care of you when he can get down there to take them to you. Let me stick all my bags to the side so I don't lose them. Yeah, I am not disappointed in this collection of smaller things. I might be able to sneak these into the house without anybody in the family screaming too loud. But if you hear me saying thank you, thank you, thank you to you guys all the time, oh, here's the bags that everybody bought me. Haha. Some of them, at least. What is this one? Oh, I've got things, but I've got multiple things in bags. So it's like you got one thing and then you got something else. And this is the pair of opals. Sorry, I get mildly excited about certain things. I have a fascination with opals. I don't know why. But those are beautiful. Let me see, do I have anything dark? I have this. Let me see if they show up better on a dark surface. Face down, babies. And that's them on a green surface. Let's see the colors in them. And like I'm looking at them this way, and there's red on the edges of them. They're just gorgeous. Gorgeous little babies there. I am going to slip those back in this bag. Hint, hint. Marcia, I need to make you a piece of jewelry out of leather and see if you can actually wear it. But this is a bag of beads. I just want to start, I want to get some really good string that I know won't break, and just start incorporating little things like this onto my leather work. Because I think it would be cool. Obviously, I'm not just going to dump these out because of the size of them. Some of these may get strung into things I'm actually going to wear, because I do on occasion string my own beads. These, I think, have black light abilities. No, they do not. I lied. Shades of green. I actually have 3 bags of these right now. I have no... I literally would have to go back through the video to see what's what on these. And some of these stones are not like the others. Like this one here might get pulled out because it's a golden tone. It is not green. Let's see what other tones I have in here. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll dump them into a box top, like or it's rectangle top box. It's like 12 inches by about 4 or 5 inches. And I think that rock, that gold tone rock, might go into this bag here. Might need to. But all of these are things I'm going to eventually incorporate into something. I just want to create some different things that I've not created before. So, oh, guess what I got? I got more cabs. Let's put this over here. Maybe more little babies. These, I just can't get over these little green, tealy green things. I'm putting those opals up there because dadgum if I'm going to take a risk of dropping opals on the floor. Not today. I got these in those 2 different sizes. I love them. My grandchild just brought me a plate. Look at this. They made me steak, corn, and mac and cheese. Because my grandchild loves me. And these are those reddish rocks that he has. Those are beautiful. And some of these, I got 2 of them because I'll keep one and I'll make a piece of jewelry out of one. Some of them, if I can't make up my mind, I might wind up making myself just keep all of it. That's where those are. Oh, man. Just look at these. Look how beautiful they are. Let's see if I can throw some. No, that light doesn't work. One of the things about the flashlight is if you have one light on and if I have, like I have the white light on, if I automatically turn on the other light, the white light goes off. So you can literally switch quickly between one and the other. And my ring light is not working today, so that's why I'm using this light. Look at that. That is almost like a whole scene right there. Like, dim, you little fella. There you go. It's like this one should be displayed sideways because it's like a tree up here. It's a scene. And it's almost like up here is like in the distance, it's a planet or the sun or something. But yeah, that one's like a whole scene. I like that one. Yeah, this one is very looking out into the galaxy somewhere. And these are unpolished on the back, but the back is still beautiful. So, you know, they're not painted this way. They're just gorgeous this way. This one is almost all gray, which is kind of cool. It's that gray tone of it, greenish gray. More gray than not. I like it because of that. And these are different kinds of, I think this is red agate and this is carnelian. I think. A red jasper, I mean, in carnelian. I think that's the difference between these. I would have to double check, but yeah. Look at these. But it's a whole mix of things. And this one, oh, that is beautiful. And I know you're not going to be able to see it. Oh, you can a little bit. There's like a milky color, and it gives off a little bit of a purple hue. This one is mine. It's not going anywhere. No matter what I make with it, it's mine. Thank you, Marcia. And here's that beautiful purple. I think this is the goldstone. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I'm sure my husband will appreciate it when I get it to him. When I give him he knows he's getting it. Another one of these. He knows he's getting it. He just doesn't, you know, obviously he can't see it yet but he knows there's something coming for him. Let me see what that is. I'm using the app. So that one is goldstone. I was right. Sometimes I surprise myself. So it was like, this is the goldstone. This is also a type of goldstone. And this is going to be rhodonite, just like these round ones. And there is another rhodonite that's different. I have a tendency to pick up the stuff that's kind of different. Yes, I love the Rock app. It's time for me to annoy him again about the ability to dump down my catalog of stuff. And basically, I'm going to tell him that I'm going to delete the app and get a different kind of app if I can't download it, because it's not serving a purpose. There's no use in me using it as a catalog if I can't download my catalog. And this is a nice large tiger's eye piece. And so I don't know if I want to make this as a statement necklace piece, like almost like a choker, like a wide choker. oh, I could make something that looks like a neck corset and put this in the middle of it. That would be cool. Or it could go on the wrist. My wrist is not wide enough for me to put it really this way. It would rock and that would bother me, but I could get it to lay flat this way, almost like a watch. And the last bundle. It took me about 20 to 30 minutes to untape all of these and pull the tape off of them all without opening them. That was a challenge. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, sorry. It's yellows. It's yellows. Lots and lots of yellows. Some of these have gray tones to them. That's interesting. I'm going to picture this. So it says it's a citrine. I'm going to take this really dark one here and see if I can do just it. Because it's supposed to be citrine. But it doesn't know if it's citrine or carnelian. And it may be a mix. Got a hair on my table. I take my pictures multiple times because it works best that way. Curious to know what these gray ones are though, because look at that. You see? Yeah, they do wrap them well. That was like one time someone was complaining, going, every time I get a box from Robbie, something's broken. I'm like, then are you drop kicking your boxes? Are your carriers drop kicking your boxes? Yeah, it looks kind of smoky in there. And I can take a picture of just those, which wouldn't surprise me. It's calling them black moonstone. Let me take that picture again. I mean, I don't care. I know a lot of it is citrine. And I'm not sure yet if I'm taking this one apart. Or if I'll leave it. Yeah, it's triggering black moonstone. That's interesting. Let me see if I can pull this up. Got my phone over there. I don't need it in my hand. Let's see if I can get a. Yeah, because in here you can see the I call it opalescence that like a moonstone would have that Smokies wouldn't have. So that's cool. So that means some of these might be moonstones. Some of these are definitely citrine. So this, and it's multiple, it's like multiple strands of whatever. So it's like this one and this one, these two. It's like these two go together, which is, I think I'll undo this. Because I might need to flip some of these around to make them behave the way I need them to. So it's like these two strands go together, and this actually might become multiple necklaces because these have those ones that are like black moonstones. I'll have to check what some of these other ones are because I'm seeing some flash in some of these lighter colored ones. So these might be actually moonstone, and that means these may be like that peach moonstone. So these might all be moonstones. I will check and see. And if so, I may pull these 2 strands off and make one necklace out of these 2. Okay, let me see. You 4 come over here. One day I'll have a bigger work table. Not that you'd be able to see if I was using a bigger work surface to show things on. I like those teardrops though. My purple. I just got attacked by a unicorn. He sent me one of my unicorn rocks, not both of them. Because sending me the black and white one and the white and black one would have made sense. At first, I thought he might have sent me all my cabochons and stuff. And I'm like, then I'm looking at it going, no, he didn't. Not all of them. A lot of them, but not all of them. Same thing with the beads. I've got some of the beads, not all of the beads. I just know who that, it's like MZ, Samfire, WCT, and Marsha all bought me beads. Yeah, and I don't have all of them because that would be 6, 7, 8, 9 bags. And I have 4. That might be, no, that's not the 4 I bought either, I don't think. I'll have to go check. But yeah, I'm excited about some of these. So then I have these. So you can see how it's like different. Like these 2 strands stand out different from the rest of them. So that actually might be. Yes, Marsha, I am. I did 3 days teaching 23 people on the art of cleaning and conditioning and shining of shoes. It's like 3 sets of necklaces here, because then you have these, which these are reading as a mix, either a citrine or a carnelian. They're not reading consistent, these big ones. So this might become 3 different necklaces for me. Agate. You're so accurate these days. It's an agate. So it's saying it's an agate, not a quartz. But yeah, I had a class of 23 students, and myself and 3 other instructors did the teaching. It was fun. I usually don't like teaching, but it was fun. These are not rutilated quartz. You insane if you think they are. I think they're just light colored. Citrines. And it would be calling it's rutilated because it's picking up the string that's through the middle of them. But there's that one. That one go together. And I can tell these are citrines in here. And then there are 2 strands of citrines. Gorgeous, gorgeous citrines. So this might get split into 3 distinct necklaces. Where it would be the citrines. These that appear to be moonstones. Black, peach, and standard white moonstones. And these, which I know have some citrines in them, but I'm not sure about these specific beads. They're not coming up. I mean, rutilated quartz is not an answer. They're not glass. Third one is citrine, so they actually might just be citrines. And it's just picking up the string that's in it. And that's why it's calling it. These are faceted, whereas these are just chips. These polished chips, tumbled chips or whatever. These are not. These are faceted. So it makes them a little bit different in how they read. Let me do it without a flash, without a light. Yeah, now they're reading straight citrine from the start. So I'll have to isolate the beads that are on it. These appear to be citrines. It's reading that as carnelian. Don't know. I know these are citrines. I have a lot of citrines, so I'm pretty good with those. This one is another one. It looks like an agate. It doesn't look like a quartz, which citrine is a quartz. And then more citrines, and then this one. And I'm not mad. I know when he sold it, he said citrine necklace. I knew from looking at it that it was not 100% nothing but, because you do not have gray citrines unless it's a smoky and a citrine mixed. Hi, Kimberly. So, but I'm not mad about it. I think it's beautiful, and it will get split into 3 distinct necklaces. I need to check my box and see if I have the proper cording to give it strength so it doesn't break apart. One of the reasons why I would do it is I am pretty doggone sure this is not sterling. I will double check, because if it's not sterling, I can't wear it. So these parts would need to be pulled off anyway. And based on the coloration of the ring, it is not silver. It looks worn. So I'm thinking that it's just not it. But that bead does look like one of these beads. So that would get pulled off. And I never understood why they do that. They will use genuine stones with cheap metals. And it drives me crazy because I'll want something, but I won't get it because of the metal attached to it. I can't wear the cheap metals. They blister my skin. So this is my haul from Robbie. So I got the beautiful necklace that I had gotten from him that is predominantly citrine, but I'm pretty sure these 2 strands are moonstone. And these big rocks maybe agates instead of citrines, maybe like carnelian agates, and I'm okay with that. I got these red jaspers, cabochons, a couple of carnelian cabochons. I guess I could show them again because I had people come in. Let me do this. So I've got the red jaspers. They're beautiful. You can see the stripes in them. I'm going to transfer these back to the box. These I'm pretty sure are carnelians. They have more, they're darker in tone. Over there. Let's see if I can pull this up and put a light colored light on it. Something that's not too dark or too bright. I'm pretty sure these are carnelians. They're beautiful. Even the backs are beautiful. Like I said before, these light can permeate them. Working hard not to blind you all with those lights. So you can get light through those. And I have rhodonite. I got 2 of the round ones, which again, the backs are beautiful. So if I could put the leather around it and still leave this back piece open a little bit, so you'd be able to see that, and you'd be able to see the front. But I have the rhodonite in 2 shapes, in unique patterning. No, I didn't get the ones that were perfect. I got the ones that were unique, because I'm weird like that. I like the unique ones. I'll get a perfect diamond, not perfect in these. A beautiful, beautiful tiger's eye. And I also have a pair of, I might have to learn how to wire wrap now. But see, these are, no, that's not one of them. I have 2 different kinds of tiger's eye here. Yeah. I've got this pair of camera hiccup. Yeah, there we go. The gold tone, and I've got the big one that matches them. So I might have to learn how to wire wrap for that. The smaller stones I'm going to be putting back in bags. And these are tiger iron, if I'm not mistaken, which has a mix of the blue and the gold. The blue is a falcon's eye. I have one of those here, where it's a very blue tiger's eye. Oop. Let me turn that off. And I got this one that is just beautiful, milky tone to it. This one is definitely one I'm keeping. When you shine the light in it right, you can really see the purples in it. And I fell in love with this one. And like I said before, some of these I might make 2. I might keep one and make a piece of jewelry and sell out of the other one. Some gold stone. And then I have the gold colored gold stone. These are purples. Thank you for the compliments on my nails. I used to go get them done all the time and haven't. And then I got them done this time. And they're black, but they have different colors of sparkles in them. And this is more of a champagne with the different color, the glitter. And then I have these 3 greens. Oh, let me turn that light down a little bit. My grandson is standing behind me.
Hello, everyone.
That's Topher.
I want that rock.
What rock?
Oh.
What rock? Show me what rock. I knew it. Topher is kidnapping a rock. I have to make sure that I tell Kim, Mimi's mom, how much my grandchildren love the rocks. That is 2 snakes in love. Snake is singing to the other snake, and yeah,
I can figure that.
You can have this. And go take this one to Oliver, who loves the frogs. What, you want me to get you a frog one too? You know, Oliver loves the frogs. Yeah. We actually have, Oliver says they're toads that live underneath my front steps, underneath the front slab. And they were cohabitating with the copperhead that was living under there. And the toads or frogs, whatever they are still there. I have not seen the copperhead in almost a year, and I am okay with that.
Knock on wood now. Now that you've jinxed it. Thank you.
Knock on my sewing table over there. I think that the big one, I aggravated it enough, it might have relocated. I'm going to put these in here. These are all the tiger eye styles. Did I put the big one over here? Yeah. Put it with these. I had 5 of these. These are beautiful pieces. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with these. Do I put them into one thing? Or do I make 5 different statement pieces? Kimberly, that's exactly what I was going to do with it if I could catch it, as I was just going to relocate it to the woods behind the house. So I need to decide if I'm going to do 5 different statement pieces with this as gifts, or if I'm going to make 1 out of it, or if I'm going to do 4 and keep 1. I'm kind of fond of this one. I don't know why. And these rocks do have 2 sides to them. These are beads. As I pointed out earlier, they all have holes straight through the middle of them. These are beads. So I have to decide what I'm going to do with these. Yeah, Copperhead decided to take residency underneath my steps, underneath the front slab at one point. And the toads live in there because they can blow themselves up and the copperheads can't eat them. It never bothered us. It's just knowing that it's there and it's venomous. My fear was more that we would startle it and get bitten than what I was about it trying to get us. The one time I got around it, it took off. I moved the bush and startled it, and it took off and went back under. Then I had these beauties. Once I get all of the rest of it, then I can really figure out what's what from who. And actually, I'll just go watch the videos. And these, I cataloged this one I think is baradicated, or however you say it. This one, I mean, the light can come through here and it just is beautiful. It is a beautiful piece. And I almost want to display it with some kind of light behind it. These, not so much. Not that one. This one, yes. The light will go through it. You're going outside. And be careful with your busted knee.
I will.
And be careful with your hurt elbow. Don't throw far.
My elbow feels better.
Don't throw far. Throw short distances.
All right. I will.
The boys are going out to throw the football. And we greatly respect the snakes. We don't kill snakes, obviously, just for being snakes, because they can't help how they were born. It's not their fault. They didn't choose to be a snake. It just happened. They were born that way. I still think these are just absolutely gorgeous. And you can't see them that well there. Let me see if I put them on this. Citrine, you just stay put. I'm not ready for you to move yet. And these are in 2 different sizes. I have 4 in one size and 6 in another. Pretty sure these are dyed shell, but the depth and the color in them is flippin' amazing. And they are a blue-green, and this is a green-toned piece of leather. Green piece of Saffiano leather. Saffiano leather being what Prada uses. Yeah, I thought they were the abalone shell dyed. I don't think they're naturally that color. But they are that way on both sides, so I don't know. It could be a freak of nature. Yeah. They're beautiful. And then my opals, which are back in here in their bag. Oh, now you can see the reds in it. I'm going to have to get those set into something for myself. And actually, I'm going to put those in this bag because I'm afraid of losing my opals, so I'll put them in a bigger bag. I think I want to get a pair of earrings made with those opals. I might have to check out locally. And then there's this piece of shell. I have multiples of these, so I'll probably just put this one with the other ones. And then 3 of these bad boys. Look at the colorations in those. That is almost like a scene if you put it sideways, where this is the land and this is the ocean and that's the sky. And again, these are more beautiful in your hand than what they ever were on Robbie's stuff. You know, they're not as beautiful on the back. They're still, I mean, they're not ugly. If your necklace turned, if you had them on a necklace and they turned around backwards, no one would go, ooh, gross. This one actually has a divot in it that would be good for someone that needs to have something to fidget. It looks like an ear. Or an egg. Beautifully dyed Easter egg. And these have flash in them. You can see the opalescence from the mother of pearl portion, you know, because shells have mother of pearl. And you can actually see that effect in here. So these are beautiful. I'll rebag those up. And I'm really thinking about doing a bracelet and necklace set with these pink ones. I'll have to check and see what other ones I have. And because I want to keep one pink because I try to keep one variant. But I am going to be selling things. So that almost looks like a body. If you look, like this is the curve of the back. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do some practicing on putting these in leather, setting them in leather. Look at that. And you can see through that one. Actually, if I use the blue light on this one, it makes it show better. So you can see through it. So all that purple is actually where you can just see through that rock. Same thing here. You see a cat on, you saw a cat on this one? I know it is. It's hard to let them go. They actually are not purple. It's my wonderful light that makes it. But they would have been pretty purple, wouldn't they? That would have made a very pretty stone. Oh, so the shell has a cat on it. I'll have to look at it again. So yeah, these are beautiful. Come here, kitty kitty. Because someone said there's a cat on there. Oh, I guess there is. There's all kinds of things on there. Might have to set that way. Let me see. Well, depending on how you look at it, that could be the line that goes down the center of your back into your butt. And that's the butt. And that's the body. That's the legs. That's where your legs come into your underneath your belly, going up. So yeah, I love pieces like this where you can see all kinds of things in it. Depending on how you turn it. So I actually might have to set it like this in a necklace. And then take the smaller one and set it into a bracelet. Set that one into a bracelet. Either that way or that way. For some reason, I like them going up and down this way. I can put them in a thinner bracelet if I put it this way. Has to be a thicker bracelet if I set it that way. Or I could set them in leather and do it that way. And do it as a drop. So I have this one sitting there and have this one up under it. Yeah, I might do that. I could do that too if I wanted. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll be interesting in making the bracelets because I'll have to make sure that I leave them big enough. And then I can cut them to finish them to whoever purchases them. For the ones I set up for purchasing. I think I threw one of the bags down. I did. And then there's this one. It is gorgeous. Obviously, this will go with almost anything. The metals on almost everything I get from Robbie is going to be sterling because I can't wear anything else. Oh, Kimberly, I hate that. I need to talk to you about the home thing I have, the home warranty thing I have that covers all the appliances and everything. And yet you pay a little bit every month for it, and then you pay a fee and they come fix it no matter how much it would normally cost. So you might wind up with $600 worth of services for $100. It has saved me more than what I have spent. I've paid $100 for them to come out and check out the problem with my septic tank, and they pumped the whole septic tank. This is a beautiful labradorite. And this is beautiful, and you can absolutely see through this baby. It's not totally clear, but it has it is definitely very translucent. I love that purple color in that flashlight. And one of the beautiful Mexican agates, which is in the purple tones, because why not? But I have to go speed through the videos and catch where I missed writing stuff down that I purchased. And this is the one that has that garden, purple garden. That I had to have because it's a purple garden. And this is the one that's in one of these things that MZ had bought for Robbie. I'm not going to keep this in here because I personally feel that having it in here takes away from the beauty of that rock. I might take one of my chunks of just amethyst and put in it. But I just feel that it takes away from this specific rock to have it in here, that you lose part of that garden effect from it. Yes, Marcia, I am addicted to purple. I admit it. Hi, my name is Tori. I'm addicted to purples. And then again, this beautiful necklace that I bought that I'm going to split into 3 necklaces. I'm pretty sure this is moonstone, black moonstone, white moonstone, and peach moonstone that I will turn into 1 necklace. These are citrine chunks, little chips and chunks that I'll turn into a nice necklace, something maybe that I can wear with my amethyst when I wear it. These are faceted, but they're also citrine. But I think these 3 big ones may not be. They may be carnelian. They are a type of agate. They don't come across as quartz to my naked eye looking at what I know about quartz. I don't think these 3 are quartz. I think these are agates, and they just looked good, so they put them on there, which is okay because I'll keep them on there. But I think this is going to become 1 necklace. That this will become 1 necklace. And I'll redo. I hate the way they do these where they willy-nilly put them together so you can't just separate the strands easily. But I'll probably put these together as 1 necklace with the faceted. And then I'll put the chips together as a faceted, as 1 necklace, and then do the moonstones as a necklace. Well, you know, I was born into the purple. I can't help that. It's not like I didn't choose purple. Purple chose me. Purple said that I was royal. Yeah, because if I string these, you know, if I string them right and I make them all the same length, because or they'll be close in length, I can either wear them as 3 separate necklaces, or I can pair any 2 of them, you know, put these together or these together or these together. So there's combinations, or wear them all together. So it'll be just like a lot of options. And then I have my strands of amethyst. I've got just plain amethyst, and I have dream amethyst. They look like pearls. They're equivalent to pearls. And I can mix match those up however I want with these, because citrines and amethyst absolutely go together. There's no one on earth going to tell me that the purple and yellow doesn't go together. They do, because they're your money stones when you put them together. So yeah, it's going to be kind of cool having that. I will actually have my new jewelry holder to hold bigger stuff late together pretty soon. So that'll be cool. And but yeah, I'm kind of excited about all these things I got. It's not everything. And then I got the raw. Oh, I got beads, beads, and beads. And one of the reasons why I do have to cross check my list is because some people, Kimberly Mills, have bought things for something that I'm going to be making for them. And I have to make sure when they come in, because they're not always labeled correctly, that I do tag them for that person. And now I'm down to two rocks. Like I said, the kids will not get my unicorn rocks. Robbie still has one that has the black on the outside and the unicorn is white. These are from Kim, which is Mimi's mom. She paints these for Get Swamped. And Robbie sends these. He does put a like saran wrap over them. They are painted, and she does put a finish over the top of them. So I actually currently still have my sparkly multicolored butterfly and my unicorn. Can't wait to get my other unicorn though. And then the other things that I had received from Robbie is I've got this bag of little stones. I think these are carnelians. Some turquoise. And these, and I think these might be serpentine. I need to check. I can't remember absolutely everything because I have an ADHD brain that remembers what it wants to remember, when it wants to remember, and how it wants to remember. And this is reading olive opal. I might have to separate them. I might have more than one kind here. Those look more like olive opal. No, those are reading serpentine. Okay, read them separately. Get back over here. Now that says it's rhyolite, rainforest rhyolite. So I actually might have, I need to go look. I might have different kinds of stones here. I need to go back and look at videos. But I know there's at least one stone in one of these bags that doesn't belong. It looks like it belongs in that bag. But what I'm not going to do, and this one reads serpentine as well. So they actually might all be serpentine. But one of these bags, this bag in particular, has that rock in it that I don't think belongs there. I believe that rock belongs in this bag. But I did absolutely get these. These are beads. They have holes in them. And I can string a wire through them. And I can stitch that onto leather. So I can make a design with wire on, and then stitch it where the wire is attached. You know, like if I have the wire here, I can put stitches of thread like this down into the leather and pull it down so it holds it to the leather, and just make designs on leather and make, you know, it will change the price of what I'm making, but I think it's worth it personally. I'm actually going to look through some of my stuff because I'm going to be I am making a keychain, and it has 8 little black circles, or I think they're either black or they're dark brown. And if I have the right beads, I might put some beading on it to make it look fancy. I am still tired from this weekend. There was a lot of staying up very late. I gotta answer somebody. Yay. Yeah, I mean, that's what I did with these that I thought were amethyst, and they're actually not amethyst. They're more red. And the color difference, it shows up more of a color difference here than what it actually is. These are garnets, but they're a purpley colored garnet. It's just under this light they show it as really different, but I like the contrast anyway. Um, I bought this from Robbie, and it is attached. It is not free. I've attached it where these stitch lines are. It is attached at these points, and I could even do beads on a leather strap as a hat band. I wanted those attached to the hat so someone doesn't feel free to take them off the hat. And I think these are cool. I'm thinking these might, I got a hair hanging. These might be, it's dark brown circles. Okay. I'm going to have to check my beads. I have some wooden beads, I think. Might have some little round wood beads. But, these have the look of these are cat's eyes. Never mind. Cat's eyes, because cat's eyes are not natural stones. Tiger's eyes are, cat's eyes are not. Cat's eyes are actually glass. But they're very specifically cut. And these have a light purpley tone to them, so those are kind of cool. So I might make something with them. For me. For me. Just for me. Some things will be for me. I'm greedy. But some things will be for others. One of the reasons why I wanted to get the different color beads that Marcia graciously bought me 6 bags of, and Deb CT bought me a bag, and Sandfire bought me a bag, and MZ Crimson Lizard bought me a bag, and I bought 4 bags. One of the reasons for that is I want to be able to give that as options. It will be an upcharge. But, if I'm making someone a hat, I can say, I have beads. I can make you a leather hat band with with some beads on it. Are you interested? It'll be X number of dollars. But just to give someone, because that's one of the things I am actually focusing and explaining to people, is when I make something, it is by definition a bespoke good. It is one of a kind, custom made for you. Like I am replicating something for Marcia that is on her daughter's vehicle. I am taking the tire cover and I am turning it into a keychain. And she sent me a picture, and I was searching, and I found the exact image that was used to create her tire cover. So I have the exact image to make a miniature of it as close as possible to make a keychain. But I would like to up it one. And I think putting some little beads on it in some places to give it a little, it'll give her texture. First of all, when she touches it, it won't be just flat. It'll have textures to it. And it'll also give, it'll be unique. I like doing things unique. I like making those absolute one of a kind things that no one else is going to have. I have to get in the habit of doing this. I love that this has a 7 centimeter ruler on it, built into it. And I did measure it with my own ruler. It is accurate. Read the rules. Read the instructions when you get your light, because it tells you how to make it dim and tells you what the different lights are and what they are. Like, it's like the daylight mimics the sunlight. The incandescent lights that it has, it shows some of the color changing properties on things such as alexandrite and some garnets and sapphires. Ooh, that means that I should go check that out. Let me see. That's this one. White light, incandescent light. Let me check these. I'm seeing animal hairs on things because we have animals. Anytime I go places, I have to declutter. That's sunlight on it. And lights or dimmed sunlight, incandescent light, dimmed incandescent light. And yes, I put a piece back here that has like a it's a purple cat's eye. It was originally a cufflink. It is now in the back of my hat. But yeah, these garnets are not color changing anything. They're just hanging around my hat. But this one has the bright light, the lighter in the house light or outside light, the incandescent light, a dimmed incandescent light, infrared light, a lighter toned infrared light, and off. But even when you turn on the regular light, you can actually make it dim and flash at you. Evil Jeff is my husband. He's not as evil as he says he is, but he's my husband. And then you have your black lights. I lost my instructions. This is your UV 365 wave light, and that is the UV 395 long wave. And then a blue inspection light. And the blue inspection light is really good for checking for artificial amber. And it's also good for examining jades and agates for flaws and cracks. And it's more useful than the brighter daylight and incandescent light. It makes the cracks show up better without blinding people. And, the two kinds of black lights serve different purposes. I think that's the only ones they have. The regular black light, the long wave, the blue light, and that's it. So there's 3 on this side. And there's 3 on this side and 2, 4, 6 on this side. But this tells you all about charging it and about the condenser cones, which I showed earlier. You get the 2 different size condenser cones. So you can take that light. I have trouble pulling them up through it. But when you have that that white light, the condenser makes it go down smaller. So it's the difference between having it look like that or if you're trying to focus on something. And like I said, this is what Robbie likes to use when he's looking at those eggs, because he can put it up against that egg and see if it's banded or not. And this one, obviously, if you look at the end of it, it shows you how small that one is. And that one is, you can see that blinds you. it's just white light. This one is a little bit bigger. So it goes from that blinding white light to being able to focus more on where that light shines. And that's one of the things I was saying earlier, that if you're turning on and you're using the black light and all you do is switch over to the white light, this one automatically turns off and the one back here is on. And then you turn on the black light again, the white light goes off and the black light comes on. So you won't be using both lights at the same time. I could absolutely make a hair-on top hat, Marsha. I have hair-on hides here. I could make you a fur top hat if you wanted. Because look at this gorgeous fur. I could make a top hat out of this. Well, not this one. This is for something else. Yes, I need a shirt that says, "That's a terrible idea. What time do we start?" Jeff was a great assistance in getting all my things to my classroom so I could teach people how to clean and condition and shine their leathers. He's an awesome helper, dude. Next time I do one of these classes, though, I think we're going to have a hotel room because driving back and forth was horrible. But this is a multi-piece hide. You can tell by the inside of it that it's multi-pieces that have been stitched together. I did not do this. It was bought this way. But when you get it on this side, if you brush it right, you really can't tell. But I can tell that there's a seam here, there's a seam here, there's a seam here, and there's a seam across here because of the way I had it folded. But, this is from, I have no idea, Snow Dust, Theodora Snow Dust. And I don't know what all that means, but yeah. I have to go look at, I think it's, I don't remember. I have to go look it up. But I do know that what I have is all ethically sourced things. Because of where I got it from. Places that, yeah, we killed the animal and we took its hide off and we ate it, or somebody ate it. Not the ones that just throw away the meat. So yeah, but if you did not get your Gemmo light from Robbie, I think he still might have a little unless he sold them all on Friday. And you should get one that's really cool. I am not disappointed in mine at all. It's going to help me out because my other flashlight that I have, my little one, it is one tone of black light and that's it. And it's not rechargeable. I have to keep swapping the batteries out, and I'll have to swap batteries in this one. It's great for what I paid for it, but that's about it. It's great for what I paid for it. So I'm not going to start the hat today because I'm going to stop and eat my dinner, but I am making a hat. It's a different type of flat cap. This one has more panels in it. And at the request of the owner-to-be, the threads are going to be multicolors. It's black. It is just black, but the stitching in it is going to be multicolored. Because they wanted the stitching to stand out. And they wanted to be able to wear it with everything. And they did not want white stitching. So this has the blues and the oranges and yellows and greens and some purples in it. So this will match everything they wear. And she may come in here while I'm working on it. Be nice to her if she does. She's a nice lady. I met her years ago. She's a youngin'. She's like my daughter's age, or younger, right around my daughter's age. But yeah. So this one, it's these 3 panels plus these 4 panels. So it's 7 panels to make the top of it. And then it has the brim part. And I just knocked my top hat into the floor because I had it sitting crooked. Shame on me. And I had to number them because not all the pieces are the same. You don't clash, baby. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. And I altered the pattern a little bit to try to get it where I can not, the way the pattern's made is it winds up with a hole in the middle. And then you have to sew this piece over it. So you wind up with a circle in the top of the hat. And I'm trying to see if I can avoid that. This one is not a top hat. It's more equate to a, it would be more equated to a flat cap. And I just have to make sure when I stitch it. Yeah, there's 3 lines of stitch holes in it. And basically I will sew it together on the center one. And then I will open it up and restitch it. So the middle stitch line won't show, but then it'll have 2 stitch lines that'll show. And so it's just going to be cool. It's going to be really cool making this one. And I hope I hope that Doc is not working when I'm working on this, and that she's able to come in while I'm working on her hat. This is my project that I'm going to be working on to get finished this week. And I have another garrison cap I have to work on for next week, which will be different because I will not be using 2 different leathers. My inside and outside will not be 2 different leathers. It is going to be 1 layer of leather to make it. And it's going to be that dark green color that I used to make the flat cap, the second flat cap, because the first one I made was the ostrich for Scott. And then for Christmas, before Christmas, I made another one out of a green leather. I'm using that green leather to make this garrison cap. And the piping on it is going to be a silver type leather. Thank you, Jeff, for pointing out the style, because, my brain is not functioning today. I have not even finished my coffee of the day. My brain was already exhausted from the weekend. I had to get up and work today. Jeff did not, so Jeff was able to sleep in and get his brain functioning. I, on the other hand, did not. So I'm not going to start on this today. I think I'll start on it tomorrow. I will come on probably around 6 or so. I need to look at my schedule so I can go ahead and set up the lives. And I will stitch on it, work on it for a few hours. I will be offline before 2 Leaves in a Pod starts. And see what Wednesday brings. Stacy, are you going live anytime this week? Do you have plans for a live this week? Because I try to work around with everybody else's lives, because I'm somewhat consistent that I will stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which, that's like a lot of days. But I try to work, like I go on and I try to get mine done, and I will stop before 2 Leaves in a Pod. Enough times for everybody to take a break. And I do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I do. But I don't know if Stacy has anything planned. Probably not. Nothing planned. Oh, okay. So you're at the lake with you. So yeah, no, you enjoy that. Then I will do my streaming to get this hat done this week. I would really like to get it done this week so that I can start on the Garrison cap and get it done, completed, and in the mail and shipped off so that it arrives well in advance of birthday time, because the green Garrison cap is a birthday gift. The person that's going to get it enjoys wearing Garrison caps sometimes when they dress up and all. And so this is a very special gift for them. The first hat I'm making, Doc actually wears one like this all the time that's made out of cloth, and she wanted a leather one, so she picked me as the person to make it, which makes me smile. This weekend, one of the people that attended the event where I was teaching the leather care stuff was the new owner of the rainbow hat that I made, that you all watched me make. And she was wearing it and she was strutting her stuff in it. And I was like, I know that hat. And she kind of looked at me and I said, I made that hat. And she goes, you're Tori. Oh my God, I love this hat. And it was kind of cool seeing her wearing it. I delivered the green hat to the lady, and she's going to give that to the person that she's gifting it to pretty soon. It's been kind of cool. So I am not going to stay on much longer. I am going to run through my people that I advertise, because that's what I do. Tomorrow I will be streaming somewhere. I will get on between 6 and 6:30. I will be sewing on this hat. Please come hang out and watch me and chit chat. I appreciate the company. I might bring someone on that can read the chat for me so that it makes it easier for me to do. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, somewhere between 9:30 and 10, you can find me and many of us over at Two Lees in a Pod. Tuesday is normally chat night, sometimes game night. Thursday is normally sales night, but sometimes if they don't have anything new, we wind up talking about something. On Friday nights, we can normally be found over at Get Swamped. Get Swamped posts videos all the time with, and for some reason my enter key is not working. They post videos all the time dealing with animals because they run a farm. It is an animal sanctuary. Get Swamped is the physical property, but there is an animal sanctuary on it that is a 501c3. And they rescue alligators in the area that would normally be put down for e-gators. They'll get emergency gator calls where someone's life, that gator is at risk of injuring a person or an animal, and it has to be removed now. And then they get a nuisance gator call where the alligator's just being a butt, and it's not necessarily endangering anybody right now, but it could potentially be endangering someone in the future. And when the gator is less than 4 feet or less, he can have the option of either keeping it, or he can keep it, destroy it, or release it to other public waters in Florida. He chooses to release those into public waters in Florida. When they're over 4 feet, the only options is to relocate it to private property or destroy it. Robbie and his son Zoltan, we also call him Z-Dog or Z, they do not believe in killing an animal for being an animal. So Robbie actually has basically an alligator sanctuary on his property. He has a swamp where he relocates the alligators that are over 4 feet long. The ones that are really large, he relocates them down to Gatorland because they like the really big ones. So if he gets like a 10-foot gator, a 10 to 12-foot gator, 10 or more, he will take it down to Gatorland and they graciously accept it. They all fill out the proper paperwork, so it is legal. It's not like they're not smuggling them. They are legal transactions. Robbie is registered um, for this, and he registers. He has to track every animal he captures, like that with the alligators. They give him basically it's like a tag. Like if you do regular hunting, you get tags and you have to tag an animal. They call him and they give him a ticket number or a tag number for that alligator, and he goes and he captures that alligator, and then he goes home and he has to fill out the paperwork whether he's keeping it or he is donating it to Gatorland for their displays in their sanctuary. He has to do that in the documentation so that the legal animal the higher powers of animals tracking knows where that alligator went. He is one of the few alligator trappers that does not euthanize an alligator just because it was an alligator. Most of them do because they can sell the hide and the meat. Robbie chooses not to. On rare occasions, he does have to use a hook to capture the gator if under certain circumstances. And when that happens and the alligator does have to be euthanized, he actually donates the meat to lower income families that are in need. So it doesn't go to waste, and it is a sad situation, but he does the best he can with it. So we go over there and we support them. And on Friday nights, he does auctions or sales. Right now he's doing sales where he's selling gems and crystals and rocks of beautiness. When the seasons are right and it's affordable, he will buy storage auction. He will go to the storage auctions and pick up storage units that were abandoned, and he will sell off or auction those items. Sometimes he gets items donated to him, such as bracelets and necklaces and stuff, and he will auction or sell those items. But right now, a lot of it has to do with the gems, like the stuff I was showing earlier, the gems and stuff. So we definitely go support him on Friday nights. The people that are buying things and supporting him in that manner, or who are doing the super chats and stuff when they're doing the gator calls or online, that is money they use. All that money goes back to the farm. On certain circumstances, Z gets paid out of that a little bit. Scott, when he's there helping, it's not a tremendous amount of money, but they donate their time more than anything. Robbie does not get a paycheck from any of this. He donates anything that comes to him, goes back to the property, whether it to be buying a piece of equipment or buying fencing for a new enclosure. He takes very little for his personal self. Yes, he has crystals that are bought. His wife buys things for him. he supports the farm. She supports the house. So, and on occasion, Stacy Northern Aurora Treasures goes live, and she sells some really cool stuff, including 3D printed items. And with her, Flutter Yo will also go. Jeff has my car keys if that's what you're looking for. And so Stacy and Flutter go on live together. If you like watching someone open items, Flutter and Stacy also do unboxings, but Diana Wisely does a lot of unboxings. One of our friends, Phil, also known as CPR, he is going to start putting up videos of himself doing general life in a wheelchair. And just sharing that with us, which will also show where we need to do some improvement when it comes to accessibility. Because, with him newly being in a wheelchair, it's an adventure for him at times. And usually we have one that goes live that has not been going live much because she was injured and is now in recuperation mode at her mother's house, and that's Rosie's Random Treasures. When she finishes recuperating, I'm sure she will go, when she gets back home, she will go back to her normal schedule. She has been going on lives periodically here and there while at her mother's house. She went down to Florida with me, and we went to visit, get swamped. And while down there, she fell and had a compound fracture. She chipped up by her knee, broke both of the bones in the lower leg. They waited to do surgery down there, which caused complications that were discovered after she went home and went to her orthopedist, and they had to do a second surgery to repair things. And so now she's on the mend again, and hopefully she will be given permission to climb stairs with her feet. With her knee being also damaged, she cannot exactly climb upstairs on her hands and knees. So she cannot go home and get into her own home because of the stairs. Terrible situation. So we are sending healing vibes, healing prayers, positive energies to Rosie, because it is going to be a long haul heal. It could take up to a year for her leg to fully heal. She might be back on her feet lightly, yeah, sure, don't do any mile-long hikes, but walking around the house a little bit is fine. I think they said 3 months. But it could take a year for it to completely heal and be as strong as it's going to get. So we keep our positive vibes going there. Obviously, we send our prayers, positive vibes, healing energies to absolutely everyone who needs them, to the world in general, just because we love everybody. So I am going to sign off for the night. If anyone has any announcements to make, please do so. Share information. If you're going to be posting videos, let me know and I can pull up your channel and post it on here. I didn't realize my ugly little wallet was hanging out here. I carry my bank card and my ID in this, so I have minimal. I need to make one out of leather. This is a cool one. It came in a box. I got it in stuff. And it's cute. And it fits in my bag, but yeah. Yeah, I had no clue what was going to be in the box, other than I got the 4 boxes of earbuds for the kids. They're inexpensive earbuds, but the kids blow through them. They drop them on the floor, drop them in the dog's water bowl, lose them, whatever. So because they were so inexpensive, I got 4 boxes. That gives 6 boxes total. Maybe that'll keep the kids in earbuds for the next year. That's what I asked him to send, and my light. That was the only 2 things I really wanted him to send. And then he called me and says, I'm sticking other stuff in your box because there's empty space in there that needs to be filled. So I had no clue what was going to be in the box other than some of the stuff that I bought or that was bought for me. So I will go back through that with my list from Robbie, so I can mark off what I have actually received. So when I go down there in December, which I will be going, we will probably leave here Christmas Day, and to get down there, provided I can work out the sleeping arrangements. Last year, we were able to get the hotel room without a problem. We actually left here Christmas Eve night, late night. It was when we left was intentional because of the time of the year it was to avoid traffic. And we got to our hotel on Christmas Day and they let us check in with no problem. And if I can arrange that to happen again this year, where we can leave and get down there and just walk on into where we're staying easily, that'll make me a happy camper. And then I will get the rest of my things. unless I have stuff that Robbie needs to send me, then he might have to package up other stuff and send it to me. We will see. But it has been good. I am glad everybody came to see me. I hope you come back tomorrow and we will be stitching. And if one of you wants to jump on here and read my chat so I quit missing things, I can talk while I'm stitching. That's easy. I can talk and stitch. It's the reading of the chat while I'm stitching that's the problem. I'll be reading chat and just jam a needle in my fingers. So I try not to do that. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Sleep well, rest well. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. May it rain all night where it needs to, and may it stay warm where it needs to. You all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow night. Bye for now.